Well, the potted hop update. They had a bit of a disaster. End of last week we had some high winds come in and I came round the yard and these two were lying on the floor. So I've had to improvise with an alloy wheel just temporarily to stop them from blowing over again. It doesn't seem to have done any damage because these two are linking themselves together. They came over as one. Haven't seen any broken shoots, dead shoots. And dead leaves. Suffering the heat again. We're going to have another dry week apparently this week. The main road out here has been like the M25 with tractors and combines and ploughs. But that's the inside ones. And we have our bushy little hop here. Still growing along the fence. No signs of ladybugs. They're good. They'll eat the not so good bugs. Lots of fresh green shoots still coming. But no sign of any flowers on these ones, so I think, like I said, it's getting too little too late now. Not to worry, that'll give me a year to establish the root base, and I'm hoping maybe I can clear the other ones in further down the fence. So I have another little security light on a post I want to put down the side here with a camera and a light on it. So hopefully that'll be the next year's hop training post. Anyway, quick van update. Yeah, here we come. It's a tractor traffic jam. Only two this time. Anyway, the van has been welded up. All the rock is gone. Oh, here comes another one. Busy for the farmers. Apart from some grubby handprints over this side. It's all done. Just had must be a tractor convention going on. Had a bit of hassle with the rocker. They sent me the wrong frigging gasket, so I was left minus the top end. That's sorted now. I just got to do the belts, put the airbox back in, and sort the rest out. It's the only time you'll ever see this van empty. I just put a heavy duty 1-inch thick ply flooring ready for the boards and till racks. So the Norfolk Hillbilly Mobile will be on the road very soon, which means I can get the materials and tow me trailer and crack on with all the other projects. Hopefully. Famous last words. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my lemonade and lime while I'm still outside catching some of the daylight, and I will join you in the house for a beer later. Homebrew Wednesday again. Can't remember how many it is now. 29, 30. Come on. Seriously slow internet this week. It has been atrocious. Causing me some video watching problems. Get 39 seconds and then buffers for an unknown period of time and then squirts a little bit more out. Just been doing it on all my websites, eBay, Google, Screwfix. No matter what I do, it's just totally archaic. It's like dial-up speeds. Seems to be alright at the minute. Whether it's because all the kids are on holiday at the minute and they're all killing one another on Modern Warfare or something. But anyway, it's Homebrew Wednesday. That means beer tasting. Let's delve into the chiller. Another one courtesy of Welsh brewer. We'll try it first for me. This is my first tasting of a hopped cider. This is a low alpha acid one. I don't know what hop he used. A wet table. T-shirts make marvellous dishcloths. Rinsed my glass out, got my bottle opener. Ooh, good hiss. Bit of smoke. Wow. Fruity, appley smell. Very slight hoppy smell. Yeah, let's dive in. Been a dry, dusty old day with all the old farmer boys clearing the fields of corn and rape and all the dust and bits floating about in the sky. And as you see from the earlier bit, a constant train of tractors moving grain from the two local farms, one being smack bang next door to me. And there we are, we poured it out. Not crystal clear, but didn't expect it to be with hops in it. It was like that in the bottle, it's like that in the glass, it's well carved. This is a widgeted glass, being a Carlsberg one. Not much on there now, it's in an open top glass. More noticeable in the bottle. It's like almost a slight orangey smell. Very, very faint. Like old dried orange skin. I don't know what hop he did use on it, but whether it's an American hop or an English hop, but haven't had a chance to do any research. I mean, bloody shadow. Oh dear, let's try and move the bowl before we blow it up like last time. That's not helped. Anyway. Got that light carbonated fluffy feel that you get from a cider. Carbonated cider anyway. Not like that cheap garbage you get at the Spar shop, White Lightning or whatever it is. Yeah, getting that hop taste now. Haven't tried a high, well, it's the first hopped cider period, but I don't mind me hops. I'm not a hop head though. Well, I don't think I am. I have had some hoppy beers. Some I've liked more than others, but yeah, it's got a slight bitter note in the after effect. A bit like grapefruit, but not the taste of grapefruit, but the bitterness of grapefruit. It's sort of a tartness to it, a bit of tartness that you get from the fruit. Oh, the dog's just farted. You want to join the fart movement with Jacobation? And I ain't giving no eggs today. Well, Mrs. Norfolk's already gone to bed. But I just heard the phone go, so she's jawing to someone. This is nice. So we'll go and let her have a quick sample and we'll be right back. That was well received. I can't repeat what she said, but it sounded like mucking nice, but it weren't in their minute. And bloody shadows. No Cliff Richard. And young Junior Hillbilly was quite partial to it as well. I can see a demi-john of this being made. Details, Dave, details. Let me know if you've got a video on this one, or what hops you used, what juice you used. That's good, especially on a hot clammy old day like we've had today. Especially when you're lugging around 40 kilo sheets of timber and cutting them and getting oily under bonnets. Right. Well, that's the, I would say beer, but it's not beer, it's cider. That's the cider. It's a double thumbs up. Dirty, oily thumbs. Even though I have washed my hands twice. Right. There are some new guys out there. G.I. Fryer. Ant Rogerson. You've probably seen him. He's always commented on a lot of videos. He started doing a few. There are some others. Once I pull them up and do a cheat sheet, I'll give a shout out to. But there's a couple of new brews there. Give them some sub and lovin'. Check out the Brewing Shed, Sean. He's got the website as well, thebrewing-shed.co.uk, which is a internet forum. That's the dog moving the tripod. He's just done a video of a brewery visit to Bateman's, which is not a million miles away from me if I go across the Wash. If I go A17 and that way, it seems to be a time void once you get to Bostonia, or Boston as it used to be known. Once you get to Boston, Skegness, it seems to take as long to do that 20 miles as it did to do the 30 miles to get to Boston. It is a time void. I'm sure Doctor Who should be there sorting something out, because it's a short road but a bloody long trip. But yeah, check his last video, or his latest video out, which is the Bateman's Brewery Tour. Hopefully, I've still got a few on my list to do. I mean, I've literally got one straight up the road. Elgood's is even closer, very close. We share the same water supply, we're that close. But I just haven't had a chance to have a free weekend and think, oh, what am I going to do? Well, let's go out. I said, oh, let's do a brewery tour. So, I have got another couple on the cards, which is Adnams in Southwold and St Peter's Brewery, which is only 20 miles, 15-20 miles further up the road. So I'm going to check the dates while they're still doing their tours and take the missus away for a little weekend. While I go in with the camera and do a brewery trip and she sits in the car. Because she can't get round the breweries. So I'll have to buy a dinner or something, get a bag of chips. Big Mac, chicken burger, something like that, keep her happy. Bottle of wine. Yes, Joan, bottle of wine. That'll keep her happy. Or some hopped cider. Which is bloody good, as Jeffrey would say. But anyway, for those of you that are going to watch or have watched Sean's Bateman's video, you'll see they've got several of their traditional bottled and cask ales available in various parts of the country. Bottled. It was interesting to find that their bottling operation is so big now they can't cope with it themselves. They have to basically contract it out to a larger brewery. But all the cask stuff is obviously in-house. I think the local pub literally up the corner from me is one of the Bateman's houses. But for those of you that are interested in their Triple XB, I have, seems I haven't got any brewing updates, I have the Canberra British Real Ale. Canberra is the campaign for Real Ale. For those who are not in the UK, it was a group set up 30 odd years ago when pubs and traditional cask ales were falling by the wayside, and village pubs were closing, and breweries were getting bought up and consolidated into the big boys. They formed an action group, which is basically, there are local areas, they produce I think a quarterly magazine or newsletter, which is the closest thing you can get to homebrew information, really. There is the Craft Brewers Association in the UK, which, although it sounds like it's not, that is actually a homebrew organisation, the Craft Brewers Association. I've looked on the website, it's not a lot of info. Don't know anyone, or haven't really been in there. I've looked on a website and gone through it, and I think there's an annual membership, and you get, I think, a monthly or bi-monthly, quarterly magazine. A lot of microbreweries are associated with it, as well as some of the more experienced brewers and a lot of the guys who do these books that are available in the UK. But this one is called the British Real Ale. It is the 3rd edition, 100 recipes to try. The recipes are for all grain, based on 19, 23 and 25 litres, but also malt extract versions are given in the book too. I will put my goggles on, my cheapo ones. Yee. Right, Bateman's Triple XB recipe. I'll do the 19 litres because obviously that is 4 US gallons. Piss and shadows. Right, Bateman's is a brilliant blend of malt, hops and fruit on the nose, with a bitter bite to top the faintly banana maltness that stays on the course. A russet tan brown classic. To do a 19 litre batch, if you want to know a 23 and a 25 litre batch, you'll have to PM me or make a mention in the comments below. Well, I'll give you the 19 litre because it will be handy for the US guys. Pale malt, obviously this is in grams. 2,790 grams of pale malt, 455 grams of crystal malt, doesn't say what grade, 545 grams of white sugar and 27 grams of black malt. At the start of the boil, Challenger hops, 37 grams. The last 10 minutes of the boil, add 3 grams of Irish moss. Total liquor, this is 26.6 litres. Mash liquor, 8.1 litres. This is to give you a 19 litre batch. Mash schedule is 66 degrees, which is 151 Fahrenheit, a 90-minute mash. Boil time is also 90 minutes. Final gravity should be around 1007. Alcohol 5.6. EBUs 37. And colour on the EBC is 43. Now, if you're saying, well, that's fine, but I don't do all grain. Malt extract version, replace the pale malt with an appropriate quantity of pale coloured premium grade malt extract and brew using the malt extract brewing method. Plenty of videos out there, all by the book, tells you in here. Basically, for the malt extract syrup version, you want 2090 grams, or if you want to do it in dried malt extract, it's 1800 grams. This is still to do a 19 litre batch. Slightly obviously more to do a 23 or a 25 litre batch. So that was a Bateman's Triple XB. 90-minute boil, 90-minute mash. Do it, do it, do it. Go on, just do it, do it. Well, there we are, and I've got 99 other recipes in this book. So if you want any more details on the larger volumes, let me know. Yes, I know we just infringed copyright by broadcasting it on the internet. I've been in trouble for a lot more than that. Right. Well, if you want to do any of the other ones in there, let me know. I can't go through them all. There's not a list. Little there's not a list in there of who's what. You just have to go through the pale malts, pretty much, and porters and stouts. It's a good book. It's on Amazon. Cheaper than it is on Fleabay, unless you can pick a second-hand copy up, but that might be an earlier edition. Brew it, enjoy it. If you want another one, let me know. If you want 640 recipes, let me know, because I'll PM me or message me in the comments, then contact me privately, give me your email address, and I will send you the PDF of 640 recipes that I have got on Adobe. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this week. I have got no other brewing scheduled. Just can't fit anything in at the minute. Was hoping to, but we're going to have another hot spell this week apparently. It's quite warm tonight. I was hoping to get the first thing on the case is the 1 gallon batches of the experimental brews, using the experimental, well, not experimental, but canned ingredients to do the jobs of commercial beers. Suck it and see jobs. 1 gallon batches. They're still on the cards. Yes, Joan, I have got some grape juice to make another wine kit. I have got a 30 bottle Pinot Greco, Pinot Grigio kit that I bought with me fermenters, which is still sitting over there, and the reason I never brewed that is because I'm still trying to collate 30 wine bottles. But my mum and dad have a big wheelie bin, one of them commercial things that goes up onto the lorries for all their recycled glass, and the local pub also uses it, so when I pop round there for a little visit I am a skip rat, I'll admit it. I'll delve into the skip, and any wine bottles in there I will liberate. Trouble is, it's usually been emptied, and you know, you're falling in the bottom of the skip to try and get the wine bottles out. And I have got a video on my old phone somewhere with some certain Eastern European gentlemen when I was sitting around the back of the shopping centre in the town waiting to collect my son from his old works. Some certain Eastern European gentlemen who were well inebriated and used to regularly visit the Wimpy skip for their evening meal. Happened to throw one of their drunken compatriots, comrades, inside the skip and leave him there. So if I can dig that drunken jolliness out, I only wish I'd have had a tow rope so I could have towed him up the service bridge and let him go. But there we are. If I can find that, I might chuck that in for a giggle. It's not very good quality because it is done on my old phone at maximum magnification, pouring down the rain. But if I can find a little snippet of that, we'll do a "You've been framed" insert, if I can find it. But anyway, that's it. I'm done. God knows how long this one's going to be. Anyway, if you want to know any more recipes, hook me. You know, I'll hook you up. Just look me up. Message me. Loads and loads and loads of recipes. I am the oracle of recipes. Collation of books and recipes online, data, all that shit. Anyway, I'm just waffling now. Well, I've been waffling for the last 15 minutes. Cheers for the hopped cider. The Welsh Brewer. Check out his channel. I'm sure you already have subscribed to him, and if not, why not? Go and do it. Check out the other ones. Ant Rogerson, G.I. Fryer, Brewing Shed. Give them some sub and loving. Right. I'm gone.